everyone, I'm Jerry Jamestone, and thank you so much for joining us today. We are going to make some great gluten-free and vegan treats for Halloween, and by we, I mean me and...
Hello! I'm Casey, the G-Free Foodie. This stuff is gluten-free, vegan, and ridiculously delish.
Yeah, oh, and mine's on a stick. So, you can't go wrong with that, right?
Mine has a spider.
So we should get started, right? We're gonna make some. What do you got going on here? I love the spatula. She has this awesome Halloween spatula.
I feel like when you have the Halloween spatula, you use it for the Halloween live cast, right? So I think we're gonna start with your aquafaba wizardry, right?
So I'm gonna make these. I'm gonna take these cookies from Enjoy Life. Got the tasty little tiny gluten-free cookies.
Gluten-free, vegan, non-GMO, and top 8 allergen-free. I mean, this?
Pretty much anyone can eat this.
Anyone. And it's the business. They're good.
So I'm gonna make as you saw, I'm gonna make this delicious little treat here. I'm gonna make this thing right here. Just get a close-up shot there. So this, 100% gluten-free, vegan, delicious, perfect for Halloween, or just because you want a cookie, which is every day, right? So, but how do you make vegan marshmallow filling, which is what's keeping those cookies together? Well, that's, like Casey said, it's aquafaba, which aquafaba is the liquid that chickpeas are stored in. Now I know it's like, whoa, what are you doing, Jerry? But I swear it's great for this type of stuff. The thing that makes aquafaba great is the protein from the chickpeas gets into that water. So you can use this liquid like an egg replacement. It has some of the properties of an egg yolk, some of the properties of egg whites. So it's really great for stuff like this because when you make marshmallows, you use egg whites. It's that protein that gives the structure and holds the form. So I'm just gonna open up this can. And we're gonna strain it into a little measuring cup here. And the great thing about this is you can make marshmallows, you can make meringues, all sorts of great, wonderful, different things with this. But then when you're done, you can also make some banging hummus. So 2 things out of one can, so you can't go wrong. The first step that I need to do is I need to melt some sugar. So marshmallows take really hot sugar, so I'm gonna get that started. I'm just gonna add in a cup of sugar and about a 1/4 cup of water. The other 1/4 cup of water, I'm gonna go ahead and add to agar powder. Now I have to tell you, I don't really know how to pronounce this. I've only seen it written down, and so all I know is you have to say it twice because it's that good, but I have no idea how you actually say it.
Tomato.
Right, it doesn't matter. It's
turmeric. This is
agar, whatever.
This what you want.
Yeah.
That's the stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So this powder, actually derived from seaweed, is a great gelatin replacement. So if you're looking to make, you can just kind of see there, it's just this little ground up powder. You can get it in a few different formats. This is the easiest one to use. You can also get flakes. You also can get this sort of weird weed woven thing that you chop up. This is the one you want. You want the powder. And it's derived from seaweed, and it's a great gelatin replacement. So, like gelatin, you need to add water to it first before you add it to the heat and boil it. So, we're gonna do that and just let that sit. Mix that in. It is not attractive when you're mixing it all together, but it's okay because it makes tasty marshmallows. Got going. I'm gonna let that sit for a minute or so, and I'm gonna get my sugar boiling, and I'll let Casey kick off some of her stuff while I get some of my supplies right now.
I mean, do that. Okay, so I am going to show you 2 things that are incredibly tasty, secretly nutritious, and a little bit of wizardry. I think Jerry and I are both doing things that seem a little bit tricky, seem a little bit out of the box, but when you taste them and other people taste them, they're gonna be like, oh, delicious. So we're talking wizardry, but you can do these spells, I swear. So I have a can of pumpkin, just a can of pumpkin. If I was you, I would use a little bit smaller saucepan than this, but I am doing it in a large saucepan so you can see in and see what's going on. We're just gonna get that rolling, heat that up a little bit. I'm gonna go medium high-ish. Ooh, this thing's cracking and bubbling.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Go sugar, go. So we're just gonna cook this plain pumpkin with 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. If you use organic, then it's tapioca. So if you are trying to avoid corn, you could. Just gonna mix that in. When the pumpkin starts to heat up, those little lumps of sugar will break up, and that's what we're looking for.
Speaking of sugar, I'm gonna modify mine really quick. Just
Go for it. Let's see what Jerry's doing.
Okay, so I got my sugar over here. If you come on and take a look, the liquid, I add a little bit of liquid just to melt it down. And now I'm gonna add in the the agar powder, which, like I said, is not attractive looking. And we're just gonna bring this to a boil. So, which is not super exciting to watch, so I'll let Casey take over, but I just want to show you what that looks like really quick. So, don't worry, we're gonna hit this with a hand mixer. It'll be all nice and white and look like a marshmallow when I'm done.
All of the things we're doing get prettier, swear on my hair. I have a lot of hair. So now I'm gonna put in a half teaspoon. That's a quarter teaspoon, and it's not the same. A half teaspoon of cinnamon and a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm assuming if you have some kind of an allergy that you know what kind of vanilla works for you. Ooh, it was a little more. Teaspoon plus, it's gonna be fine.
It's vanilla, you can never go wrong.
Right? And this is salt.
That's salt.
And a pinch-ish of salt, like a quarter teaspoon. And yes, I will post this recipe on my website and on the live cast after it's over. So you can totally do this because I think you should. We're gonna mix this together and then we're just gonna let this cook for over medium heat. I'm gonna turn it down as soon as it gets rocking and rolling. We're gonna let this cook for 5 to 8 minutes, somewhere in there. We want all the flavors to get happy, and we want this nice and warm, and we want it smooth. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this down to just below medium because we don't wanna scorch it, we wanna cook it.
So I just want, like I said, I wanted to show you that I'm actually using the aquafaba. I'm not making this stuff up because, like Casey has said, we got some magic going on here, and what is Halloween recipes without little magic, right? So I'm going to mix in a 1/4 cup of aquafaba, cream of tartar. So I'm gonna start that up. We got our sugar is boiling. So I'm gonna just get this going first. Just kind of pour it in slowly. You can see the sort of gelatinous there.
Okay, so this is cooking. Everything's mixed together. We're just gonna, for 4 or 5 minutes, set it and forget it, right? I'm gonna show you what we're putting it on. I use the Enjoy Life muffin mix. You can see that these muffins actually have 5 grams of protein and probiotics, right? And top 8 allergen-free, gluten-free. So we use this muffin mix. I added mashed banana, oil of your choice, water, a little bit of salt, and some of these Enjoy Life chocolate chips. This is a vegan, soy-free chocolate chip. I got a big bag over there, but now they have these little mini bags. Aren't these perfect for Halloween treats, right? Threw those in there, and then we made these muffins. This is a banana chocolate chip, allergy-friendly muffin, and P.S., it tastes like a freaking chocolate chip cookie. So we are gonna put that frosting, look at that goodness, right? Everyone thinks that gluten-free stuff, vegan stuff is like dry, not sexy. This is yum. In fact, I'm gonna eat a bite of it. So, that was not a princess bite at all. This is what that frosting is gonna look like when it's cooled. I used some out of the bag. And you see, just like regular frosting, right? Does that look any different? Okay.
Yeah, just real quick, just to show you. So this is coming along. As you can see, it looks a lot different than when we started. It was this. really unattractive liquid. And now it's fluffing up into this marshmallow cream. The way you tell that this is ready to go is because we boiled that sugar. When the bowl starts to get really cool, as you introduce more air, is what happens. So as we're introducing more air, the liquid is cooling down, it gets fluffier. So that's kind of how you can start to tell when it's ready. We're not quite there yet. It's still a little warm to the touch, but we're pretty darn close.
This has cooked now sufficiently, so smooth, warmed through. Here is the not so secret step. We're putting a heaping cup of the Enjoy Life. This is the mini chip, semi-sweet, right? So we're gonna toss that in there, turn this off. I'm gonna remove it from the heat. And then we're just gonna mix this in till it looks like a batch of chocolate frosting. See how that warm pumpkin is just causing the chocolate chips to melt? That is what we want. And we're just gonna stir this in together till it's smooth. And
Oh, that looks really good.
it is really good. Cause I know what I'm doing. And then
Smells good too, like,
Right.
oh, it smells so good.
And then we are gonna let this cool a little bit. And here's the situation. Here's the super secret sitch. I'm gonna make Jerry taste this.
Uh-oh.
I mean, maybe you blow on it first. It's hot. I'm gonna make you taste this.
Okay.
And it's gonna taste it. It's good, but it's not perfect, right? It's squashy. Tastes a little,
Just a little bit. I mean, I wouldn't know if I didn't see you do it.
right. But, so now I'm gonna give this to you after it's cooled, because I feel like, and I'm gonna stick the spoon in here, and now this is all your bowl, right?
Darn.
So you can see how you still, when you tasted that, you still had a little bit of raw pumpkin
Yeah,
flavor, right?
yeah.
Maybe not as much as you'd want. Now that it's chilled, right?
Yeah, you don't taste it at all.
At all.
Completely gone.
Markedly different. This tastes, looks,
My bowl.
feels, his bowl, like chocolate frosting, right? And it's made with pumpkin, very little sugar, and the Enjoy Life chips. Are you ready over there?
I'm ready to show you some marshmallow goodness.
All right, let's do it.
So we whipped up our marshmallows, our marshmallow cream. As you can see, it's a lot. It has that structure. That's what we want. This is what the agar-agar does. So I'm just gonna put it into a Ziploc bag here. You can use a piping bag if you want, but I just want to show you this method because if you don't have a piping bag, this is really easy breezy to do. Throw it in there, fold it over, just kind of push it down like that, and twist it, and then we're gonna get some scissors. So I'm gonna just come on over here, tap the scissors, come on over back, and I can just cut off the tip there. And we're gonna use this to just put a little bit on each cookie. Just a little bit. Put a stick there. A little bit more just to cover it. Because when this stuff cools, it's gonna be like marshmallow.
Seal the stick line.
Seal the stick line, man. And then, just like that, maybe a little neater than I did, but that's all you have to do. And just let this sit for like about an hour. Boom. You don't even have to put it in the fridge. That's the great thing about like agar versus gelatin. Gelatin has to go in the fridge to form those jello jigglers. Like agar works actually out in just regular old air. So it's almost there. In fact, it's actually kind of holding now.
So cool.
Just let it cool and you're good to go. How easy is that? In fact, you can probably have it early if you want. You want an early one?
This,
I
yeah,
got some in my hand.
I do it.
Does it taste like hummus?
No. I'm overly sensitive to bean flour in stuff. So I don't like cookies made from garbanzo flour.
Okay.
I think I know so many of you are on team black bean brownie. I can do it.
For me, it depends on the execution. Like, I think like you can't use that stuff for every cookie.
Right.
But there's some that you can. Like, I'm with you. I think it
Yeah.
just depends on the execution. That's what happens when you're using these sort of alternative products.
And like I say, I'm overly sensitive, I think, probably to that flavor profile anyway. And this, none of it. None of it. Straight,
Make some more.
right? Yeah.
I'll keep-
And then
I'll
that's
just
my
get
bowl.
back.
You have my frosting. I'm eating that.
Okay.
So, see how this is firming up a little bit, right? We just want to continue stirring it every so often as it cools. Then you could use it for anything. You could frost cupcakes, you could frost whatever you want. I frosted some of those muffins, right? And how good is this? Muffin, not a cupcake, but it feels like a cupcake, and pumpkin-based frosting. Then you'll see I topped it with a spooky spider. That spider, edible and allergen free, of course. I use the toothpicks with the little frillies because I want adults and kiddos alike to be aware that there's a toothpick in there. Maybe you don't bite directly into that. Are you feeling me?
They're creepy.
They're creepy, right?
Creepy looking.
So let me show you how I
My
made
cat
that.
would attack it if she saw that. She'd be like, I'm getting it.
Well, and that's the thing. I feel like some of this stuff, we do all like the cutesy stuff, whatever. But Halloween, supposed to be a little bit spooktacular, right?
Right.
Okay. So these are preservative-free prunes. Don't get all sideways on me. I'm not making you drink prune juice, right? Sideways. I feel like prunes, like the dry, preservative-free ones, are totally underused. They're amazing when you roast chicken with them. They are fabulous in pilaf or stuffing. There's a ton of uses. Think about it. When you use dried cranberries, when you use raisins, any of those kind of things, you could be using a preservative-free prune. These are the Dior ones from Sunsweet.
And I like prunes. I'll just say that too. I even, I'm not weird at that. Like some that's not, 80.
Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like so many of us are like, let's try the things that have been good forever, maybe.
Yeah.
California grown, because I'm on that team.
Oh, yeah.
So we're just gonna put 2, and the little frill on the back not only indicates that there's a toothpick, but it also gives you something to hold, right? Then we made our spider legs by stringing raisins on to a toothpick, and you just stick them in and make your legs in the body. 8, because that's what spiders have. Thank you to my daughter Sam for making me, poor kid, life of a blogger's kid, or blogger's kid, right? I'm like, mommy needs you to make spider legs with raisins, okay? That's what you're gonna do this morning. So, super creepy dried fruit spider. Then you pop that business
Hair over your shoulder.
right on top of your muffin. Okay.
I totally jumped.
It's like a tarantula. Okay. So, there you go. That deliciousness, totally appropriate for Teal Pumpkin Project. I offer allergen-friendly snacks.
Nice.
Do you have more of
nice.
those over there?
I do. I have some more.
I want some.
I made you some.
Okay.
You get one, and you get one, and you get one.
And you can make as many as you want.
You know what I did? I have to show you my trick.
Let me see it.
I made one with marshmallow and the chocolate frosting.
That one's mine.
I guess I can share.
All right, everybody, try these recipes. We will both post them on the live feed.
We'll toast again.
Cheers. And on our websites, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, check them out.
Check out Enjoy Life Foods, and thank you so much. Have a ghoulishly good Halloween, everybody.
What she said.